My little watermelon seedlings are being attacked. And as much as I want to say I don't know what's doing it, I've been having some problems with some, see, the ones over here are completely gone, completely eaten down. I've been having some problems with some cabbage loopers on the rest of my plants. My cantaloupe finally sprouted. Again, that looks like it's being eaten. There are little flies in there, so maybe those are the culprit. I'm not entirely certain. Got some peas, sugar daddy snap peas. No sprouts on this one. Another sugar daddy snap pea. This looks like a sprout's coming up. I'm not sure what it is. My son planted it. And then I've got two more cantaloupe coming up right here. Right there and right there. And then one little sugar daddy snap pea there and another one there. I deliberately planted the snap peas in the shadier spots because we're really warm here. We'll see how it grows. Now, interestingly, this one has some thrips. I think those are thrips. But it doesn't have any caterpillars, where all the rest of them have caterpillars. Here I'm chitting some, I'm making sweet potato slips. They're not chips, they're slips. And it's going pretty well. They're trying to let them get a little bit bigger before I transplant them, but they look pretty nice. It's not my favorite variety of sweet potato, but I'll take it. It's what we had. And over here in my bed, come in here. I think my son did this one. Come in here. You can tell something's feasting on my foliage. Not just my lettuces, but the caterpillars I pulled off are I'm pretty certain are cabbage loopers, so I'm going to assume that's them. This is butternut squash. This is also butternut squash. My bell peppers aren't loving the location. They're not. Those two are doing all right, but they don't seem to really love it here. I'll fertilize. I'm going to fertilize again today and see if it helps anything, but it'll be a lot of work to move this bed. Just may not be enough sun. I thought it was a super sunny spot, but then it doesn't actually seem to be. So my pumpkin's doing well. I have 3. So I replanted my pumpkin seeds. I clipped the seed. I replanted them. All 3 of those came up. One is definitely dominating. My soil is very hard. It doesn't look like it actually watered this morning. Which I was expecting it to water, so I'm gonna have to investigate that later. Make sure it's... And then I attempted to do some shade for my plants, and it didn't work out well. Here my tomatoes are full of flowers. I'm gonna come out here and pollinate a little bit. These ones were also full of worms. This makes me happy, and this makes me sad, because this flower will only bloom for one day. And you can tell by the little zucchini here that this is a female. This is a female flower, and that's a male, and none of the males are open to pollinate this female flower. And that makes me just a little bit sad. There's nothing I can do. And they only bloom for one day. Because everything I read says they only bloom for one day. We'll see. Got another one over there that's gonna bloom probably the next day or two. If it didn't bloom yesterday, it might have bloomed yesterday. It was actually. These are my males. Right here. These are my male flowers, and none of them are near blooming yet. They have a few more days. And I'm literally impressed by the size of these leaves. These leaves are bigger than my head. Now if we come over here, I do have one sweet bell pepper. It's California Wonder. And it's doing well here, but those are not. And then we get in close over here. Some of these little tomatoes are really just growing. And a whole bunch more. They'll really, like, this thing is just loaded with tomatoes. It'd be really worth my energy to come out and hand pollinate. I'm sure they're pollinated. I've got lots of pollinators around here, but I like the extra insurance. Now here we have my single seed. So I transplanted my single seed, and you'll see it in the video. I did record it. I just haven't put it together yet. And for as small as the plant was, it had actually quite a root system on it. So I put it in the big bucket. This is its final home. And it just took off this week. Look at that. So what it appears, I made a new main stem right here. And then this one is a main stem. And it looked like right here might also become another main stem. So it actually looks like my accident might have actually tripled my plant. And we'll see, like, that might work in my favor. Over here, got more insect activity. The little cabbage loopers are even eating my lemon balm that I put in here. And it's interesting. So I started getting problems with the cabbage loopers after I put the lemon balm in. So I don't know if the cabbage looper, the white moth, had already laid eggs on my plants and it affected that, or if I brought in the eggs on the lemon balm. Really not sure. I pulled a little one off of here yesterday. I don't think there's another one. I came out at night and searched them with a black light. I've got some flowers forming on my romas over here. So I'm about to become really productive in the garden, and my sugar snaps are growing over here. I transplanted my sunflowers over here, but they look like they didn't take, I can't find them. Either I didn't get all their roots or they didn't have a healthy root. So this is another carrot. Still doesn't seem like it's bulbing up. But initially I was only fertilizing with fish emulsion, which is high nitrogen, or only nitrogen. So I switched to a Miracle Grow since my organic gardening kind of went out the window. And that is a balanced. See, there's of. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some pest control out. Purple bush beans came up. 3 of the 4 came up. The 4th one rotted in the ground. My aromas are filling out and starting to compete for space. This one was never meant to be here. I didn't think it would grow, but it is. And I've got some basil down here. And then a row of this one and that one are the sunflowers that didn't really take. Clearly something ate on this tomato. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there he is. There's the culprit right there. Alright. Put him in the cup. Down in the cup. You'll meet your end. Yeah, I'm having a huge problem with these guys. So I don't know how it works on warm weather plants. That's why I've seen a recipe. I don't know how to say his name. Gary Pilarchuk or something like that has a recipe for a mixture of neem oil and soap and peppermint oil. I have all of those, but he uses them on his cool weather crops, but I don't know how he does with them on his warm weather crops. Okay, here, you see over here, my guys are already hanging on to the poles. Let's see if we can coax it to grab on over there. They're actually doing pretty well. They're starting to climb. I threw another stake in there because it wanted to go that way. If I have to, I will adjust the angle of the stakes. I tried to fix this guy to go up this one. Had him leaning on. This tendril was reaching. I believe it's a sunflower. I believe that's what I put there. These tomatoes aren't doing quite as well. I thought they would be fine in this side. They're not. That's a sunflower. Those are sunflowers for sure coming up right there. Little mammoth sunflowers. Here, my prickly pear cactus is putting on its flowers. And I've never had prickly pear, but if I get some decent ones this year, I might try it out. Well, my husband tried a Nepal, now they're called Nepal cactus, Nepalese or something like that. He tried a salsa that had cactus leaves in it, and he thought it was really, really great. This sage is looking fantastic. I came out here, so what I did, because of the rabbits, I mixed tapatio in water, in 2 gallons of water, about a tablespoon of tapatio into 2 gallons of water, because I kept reading, chili peppers will prevent rabbits, garlic will prevent rabbits, all this stuff will prevent the rabbits from eating your crops. And I thought, well, I don't really have enough of any of that, but I did have tapatio, which had all of it. So I mixed some tapatio in the water and they started leaving my plants alone. This one's a zucchini that sprouted. That one is a zucchini that sprouts putting on its second leaf. Inside I've got another sage and my rosemary and 2 more sage. That one's being eaten alive. This one's doing well. This zucchini putting on its second leaf. This one. So they're doing great. And I haven't had any issue with the rabbits since it was a pleasure touring the garden with you today. See you next week.